chasing a dream on a bright new day. Two friends with a mission, silent and still, hearts full of courage, driven by will. Leisure in the sunlight, shadows cast their spell, stories of the hunt that they'll forever tell.
Hello everybody, been getting a bunch of reviews out here lately, and I know, it's J&J True Outdoor Adventures, but some of these products are to use outdoor adventures, and Jared and I were sent these here that I'm going to show you. Company is SOFIRN, SOFIRN. It is their ST10 flashlight, and I'll show you over here on the top down view more detail on this camera, but I will go over some information. It's a 3-in-1 light setup, super bright, 1000 lumen main beam for distance. It's got a side white light for close-up tasks, plus a red light to protect your vision, night vision. Perfect for fishing, night walks, reading, camping, hunting, if you're the kind who walk in the woods at dark 30 in the morning, hour before daylight, and you come out dark 30 in the evening, half hour after, I'm going to say not a half hour after sunset, half hour after light to an hour out of light. It's great for everything. Working on your vehicle when you need light. It's easy to use. It's got 2 separate buttons, one for the main light with 6 brightness levels. That's what's nice. It's got 6 brightness levels. One for the side lights, white and red, with 4 levels for each. Simple, quick, no confusion. Just kind of hold the button. It's compact, it's tough. It's 2.76 inches, and I will throw in the centimeters. It's 7 centimeters long. Fits easily in your pocket. Made with a strong aerospace grade aluminum. It's IP66 water resistant and 1 meter, 3.28 feet, drop resistant for all your daily adventures. Okay, I know I'm reading. It's a lot to take in and try to do a video on. It's rechargeable, and you can swap battery. Includes a rechargeable 14500 battery with a built-in USB-C port and a charging indicator. Low on power? Guess what? Pull that out, put it on charge, and you need that flashlight now. You can put a regular AA battery in it and keep the flashlight going. It has a magnetic and clip-on hands-free system. The magnet tail lets you stick it to metal surfaces, while the clip, it'll fit on your hat, it'll fit on your backpack. Frees up your hands so you can do whatever you need to do. If you're working on your truck, your hood of your truck's metal. Stick it right up there. But I'm going to show you this here in just a second. There's a lot of other detail specs, and when I say detail, it's going into the emitter. It's made out of T6 aluminum. That's one of the specs. And it only weighs like 1.73 ounces without the battery. It does say when using the AA batteries, the power indicator does not work, and the lockout mode is disabled. There is a lockout mode on this, so you can conserve your rechargeable battery. You got in your pocket, pants pocket, it doesn't automatically get kicked on. So let me get one thing. Okay, now that I've gotten over the specs, I'm going to get it out of the box. And I like the way they do the box. It's got a little pull tab. Once you get this open, you slide right out. Like I said, I've already had this out. Jared's had his out. I got to get his review on this. And the thing I was going to show you, a little pull tab on the box. When you pull it out, you take this, what the flashlight was in. You have your USB-C to USB-C charging cord. You have a lanyard. They even give you 2 extra O-rings. And of course, here is your instructions. Like I said, I'll do a top-down approach. I'm just going to show you. This is the flashlight right here. And I don't know. And there's the 2 lights there. Here's your main beam. And here is your buttons. And like I said, it uses, you take the, like I said, I'll do it over there on the other table. But what I did want to show, piece of steel here. Let me get it in the right position. Piece of steel here. Okay. Just plain old steel. See? Magnetic. It's not going to go nowhere. And the clip, they didn't say that, and I don't know if it's the bottom that's doing it, but the clip appears to be magnetic too. They don't say that, but now it won't hold as good. But there it is. If it bounces, it's going to fall off. And I think it's because the magnet's down here, and it's, it's down here in the lid, and it's getting that because, like I said, it's there. You can see it. It's on that piece of metal. So let me get over here to the other table, and we'll do a top-down view of it. I'll open it up, show you what's there, and we'll see what it does. I'll take it outside after dark. I mean, that's the only way to really test a flashlight. It's in the dark, and it's daytime right now. So, and like I said, I got to get Jared's input on it, and get some shots of him with it. So, just stick with me, and we'll go over here to the table and look down on top of this thing. Okay, here we are with the SOFIRN ST10. Like I said, 1000 aluminum, 144 meter beam, 660 nm red light wavelength, 48 gram lightweight. Here's some more specs that I'll have to zoom in for you to see. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get the light out of here so you can see it. Comes in the box. Of course, there's a little paper was on, and like I said, you take this off. You have USB-C to USB-C charging cord. Like I said, in the first part of the video, they supply you with 2 O-rings. I'll show you where those actually go. Then you get a lanyard to go on it, and then the instruction manual, which unfold, and it goes through, and these buttons, you click them once, it turns it on, and I think if you click and hold, it'll go to the next setting, because there's different settings. But it's all explained here. I'll try to get some close-ups of this. Now, of course, I'm sure this is in multiple languages. Yes, it is. And goes on to the back. So this is the light. And like I said, this light is magnetic. See there, I picked up that piece of metal. That's not going to fall off of there. And then, like I said, I believe this magnet is actually making this clip magnetic. See there, it tried to fall. So I know the upper part isn't. So I'd say this magnet is affecting this back here. This is a nice hat clip. If you got your hat, you can clip that on like that, and you got your red and white light, where you can have hands-free use. Lanyard connects to this hole right here. Inside of this, this part of the flashlight is metal, but it's got a nice textured grip, so it's not going to easily come off of your hat. And these are the two buttons. Get this piece of metal out of the way, and your battery goes in here. And the O-ring, if you can see, is on this. That's what the replacement O-rings are, just in case you damage that. But here's your battery. There's the USB-C connection right there. And Type-C, USB, rechargeable, lithium battery. It's got their name on it. 14500, 900, I think it says milliamp hours on it. Again, they write stuff so small. But what's nice about this is you have that, and here I happen to have some alkaline batteries. Same size. So if you're having to charge that, but you still need your flashlight, you can put that alkaline in there, tighten it down, and there is the light. And if you hold it, it gets a little brighter. Hold it again, it gets a little brighter, goes back. And then I think if you double click, that's the spotlight. Double click, takes it back down to, it's doing the strobe. And one click, it's back to just the low beam light. And I think if you hold it for no, it's cycling through all that. Okay, there we go. I was trying to remember how to cut it off. I've only played with it once. Okay, one click, it goes off. One click here, you get the what I call reading light. But you hold it, it gets a little brighter, gets a little brighter, goes back, and then one click turns it off. Double click. Okay, that's flashing. Okay, hold it for like 2 seconds. It explains in the manual. And then I think you can get a little brighter on the red. And a little bit brighter. It goes back to normal. And then hold it for 2 seconds or one click. I can't remember. But it's very lightweight. It is nice and sturdy. Has what I call jimping. It's knurled, whatever you want to call it right here. So you got something to hold it, ain't gonna slip out of your hand. But I like the feature that it can clip on to your hat, to your backpack strap. If you've got something that's metal, clicks on there. And like if you needed that light, you can see there how it lights up, goes off, and then the red light right there. Of course, I just slid it off of there. And it's off. So yeah, I mean it's magnetic, but if you bump it, you know, that's one of them cheap toolboxes, and where you happen to squeeze this, but once you've got it on, you stick it to something, it's going to stay there. And like I said, that was just using the alkaline battery. Take the alkaline battery out. I believe I charged this one. And there you can see the little indicator light. Okay, turn on the spotlight. One setting, two settings, back to the one setting, double click, floodlight. So floodlight. And it's off. Red light. A little brighter. A little brighter. Back to that. And then if you double click, there it does the SOS, I believe, or it's just yeah, I don't think it's SOS because I know Morse code and that doesn't flash like Morse code. Okay, and then one gets that on. So, nice light, and I like that it's rechargeable. I like that it's magnetic. I like that it clips on to your hat or your strap or anything that you can clip on. That'll clip on, and then you got the what I call reading lights and the night vision, you know, protect your night vision. And then if you need to spotlight something, you know, you turn that thing on and double click, and there's that spotlight. Now, like I said, I'll do some video outside showing how far out it goes. But, and there's the strobe. So, it's a nice light. And I want to thank SOFIRN for sending Jared and I these lights so we can try them out. Like I said, I'll try to get Jared's input, and we'll see what it looks like. Hello everybody, I'm out here at the back of the house. Frogs are singing. You can see I've got the light mounted on the hat, but I'm going to turn off this light, turn the camera around. Hopefully you'll be able to see what I'm shining the light at. Like I said, if I wanted to that's the front light. I'll turn it off. This is the light looking down on my face. If I cover up this light here, you can see. And of course I can intensify the brightness of it to where you can see. And then if you had to do something with your hands, at least you have this light looking down. Now, I can go to the red, and I'll cover up that light, and you can see. And then there's even brighter, you know, looking down at my hands or whatever. But if you had to shine this out, let me take it off my hat. If you had to shine this out in front of you, I'll turn this light off and show you. Okay, that light's turned off, and I'm going to try to turn the camera so you can see. You can see here where I'm shining it on the ground. There's even brighter, and I think you can see that tree right there. And I don't know if you can see further down. I just turned it off, and I want to turn on the white light, and hopefully, I know you can see the tree. I don't know if you can or not. That's the flashing. Okay, there's that light. Turn it back on, hold it. There, it's brighter. Okay, and back to normal. Now I'm gonna cut it off. I'm gonna turn on the regular light. You can see that tree. It's a little brighter. Okay, back to low beam, off. Now I'm gonna double tap it. You can see how bright that is. And now I can show you down in the backyard. Trying to see if I can. This camera I've got does not pick up real good off in the distance at night. But you know, you shine it up in the trees. See, there's another tree right there. I'm sorry for all the camera movement and noise coming across the camera. Now if I turn that off, you can just barely see. A little brighter, a little brighter. It's got 3 settings right there. Low, mid, and high. Goes back to low. And if I turn it off, and then double tap, there's the high intensity. And I don't think it gets any brighter than that. No, it goes right back off to a low setting. Double click, there's the high. And if I can show you, it's, you know, it's really shining up in the top of that tree. Of course, you're seeing this limb here pretty close. And down where my doghouse is, you can see it, but like I said, this camera doesn't have good night vision. It's not intended for it. But that's this flashlight. I could probably set it right up here on the camera and use it to light me up. But, you know, it's not one of these high intensity, see for, you know, 400 yards, 300 yards, but being as small as it is a great little asset to have for camping, fishing, deer hunting. I like for the deer hunting aspect of it, I really like it because I can put it on my shoulder strap or my backpack, clip it to my pocket or whatever, even put it on the back with the red light, walk through the woods, somebody else is in the woods, it's dark, they'll see that red light. They'll know somebody's out there. But that's just my review of this. and Jared will do his review at a later date. With his work schedule, working in the mines and stuff, it's just hard for me and him to get together. The time has changed now, and after it gets dark, he's already in bed because he has to get up at 1:30 in the morning to go to work. He goes to bed while it's still daylight. So I'll have to get with him on a weekend that he's not working to get his thoughts. Like I said, they sent me two, one for him, one for me. I gave him, it was a green one. I'll have a picture of it in the video. And then I've got the gray one or silver one, whatever you want to call it. It's gray. Let me get back in the house, I'll close out this video, and I hope you all see how great these little lights are. And like I said, it's got a USB rechargeable battery. You take it out, hook USB-C to it, plug it into a wall jack, charge up the battery. While it's charging, you can put a AA battery in it and still use it. Now, it's not going to be as brilliant as with the lithium battery, but that's one nice feature about this flashlight compared to others that, I've got one right here. You can't take the battery out of this one. It's rechargeable, but while it's charging, I can't use it. So that's what's nice about this light. We'll get back in the house and we'll talk some more about this flashlight. Get this video out so you all can see it. I'll have links in the description. If the company provides me a discount code, that'll be in the description as well. Well, this includes the review of the SOFIRN ST10 flashlight. I hope the nighttime review came out really good. I don't know if it did or not, but this is a great little flashlight. Got the belt clip and the magnetic base, and you got the two switches on the side. You've got a white light, you've got a red light, and then you got the main flashlight. This thing, like I said, is great for anybody. Doesn't matter whether you're an outdoors person. You put this in your truck, your car, have it with you. Being magnetic, if you have to work on your vehicle, like I said, I've got the hood up. This thing will stick to your hood, shine down on your motor, whatever you need to do. Great for hunting, camping, fishing. It's an all-around great flashlight. And the best feature of this over any of these others, and I don't have one of them in here, is this is a rechargeable lithium battery. You can take it, you have to take it out to charge it, but you can put a AA battery in it and still continue to use it while your lithium battery is being charged. So I want to thank SOFIRN for sending Jared and I one, and like I said, there'll be another video coming out later with Jared's thoughts and impressions on the one he got. Just with everything going on, it's just hard to get with him, and I've already explained that, so I'm not going to go into it again. But awesome flashlight, and like I said in the earlier clip, there'll be links in the description to get the flashlight, and if they've provided any discount code, that code will be there in the description as well. Appreciate everybody watching. Sorry this strung out over a 20-some minute video, but wanted to go over all the features, wanted to do a display at night, and the camera I use, it just, at nighttime it doesn't work well. So it really didn't, I don't think showed the full potential. What I was seeing versus what the camera was seeing is a world of difference. So with that, appreciate you watching J&J True Outdoor Adventures. And as always, we'll see you in the woods. Thanks for watching.